everyone. Today my speech topic is women should be allowed to serve in combat. And this is my outline page. My speech will be divided into 4 parts. First, I'm going to name 4 great fighters during the wars, and I'm going to point, according to point 1 and point 2, to give my argument. And the last one, I'm going to talk about Israel Defense Forces because Israel is the most famous country that has militarization system. And let's start with the idols that I have mentioned. In 7th century, the Mazinia, and she was lived in Middle East because it was in 7th century, so we don't know that where she was born. And she joined the Battle of Uhud, which was again between Quraysh and Muhammad. And Quraysh is a very powerful tribe that controlled Mecca, that Muhammad wanted to promote his religious. And Mazinia, she had joined the battle because she wanted to help her husband to serve the water. And however, she was involved in the battle, then she was fight. And this was her photo that she joined the battle with a sword and a shield. And in 15th century, Joan of Arc, that I believe that most of you are familiar with her, that she joined the 100 Years' War, and her spirit led French to win the war. And in 18th century, Margaret Corbin, she joined American Revolutionary War, and this war lasted for about 8 years. That she joined with her husband, and because she had seen her husband using the cannons for many times, she was able to fire clean and aim with cannons. Then she was the first woman in the U.S. history to receive a pension from the Congress for military service because she was injured and cannot work. And she also has a memorial at New York. And in 20th century, Mila Pavlichenko, she was a Ukrainian Soviet sniper, and she joined World War II, and she was also regarded as one of the most famous sniper of all time. And during World War II, she killed 309 people at that time. And next, let's going to talk about the argument. First, the author said that women are too weak and military is supposed to be men's world. And my opinion, I believe that yes, indeed, women and men are born differently the strength. However, but we could do other works. And by joining the military, we could know the ways to protect ourselves. And also, the type of war has changed nowadays. We all know that technology has improved, that the type of war has changed into psychological warfare, cyber warfare, and political warfare. And psychological warfare is aiming to damage another country's value, behaviors through their aspect is through images, words, and pictures, not by violence. And cyber warfare is to damage other countries' networks or computers for the purpose of damage. And political warfare is combined with economic pressure and diplomacy. And in the second point that I'm going to talk about is, others also said that women need to give birth to child, and women often suffer during period. To this point, to male serving in the military is an obligation. However, giving birth, some consider that giving birth and serving in the military is the same thing. But I believe that male serving in the military is an obligation, and women giving birth is a right. The right of women to reproductive self-determination. And they also about the suffragette period that during during the physical examination that women can say that they are really suffered from the period. They could mention and point it out. Then they could do alternative service rather than military service. And next, I'm going to talk about the famous examples of militarization country, the Israel Defense Forces. In their country, women have to join the military as soon as they turn 18. And they are going to serve for 2 years. And women are exempted from service will be because the reasons of religious conscience, marriage, pregnancy, or motherhood. And in 1948, over 20% of Israeli forces women are joined in, and 33% of all IDF soldiers and 51% of its officers. But now they have 80 women covering the soldiers from 88% to 92%, and we can see women of all positions in Israel soldiers from 69%. And they could also join as the role of programmers, drivers, and combat medics and military training instructors. My conclusion, I think that women can do more than babysitting the children because as country, I believe that Taiwan is our country. It's not just men's country. So we could also do our effort to protect our country. And thank you.